What's going on there, guys? It's your boy, as always, Prince Couscous. Today, we're going to take a look at some of the new Thor Ragnarok Minimates. I have the 4-pack, and I have 3 of the 4 sets from Walgreens. I didn't get the 4th one because it is just essentially what's in the 4-pack. So we're going to take a look at the 4-pack first. So there's the box for it. We'll start by taking a look at that. One thing specifically that I wish they had done is what they had done with all the Netflix series boxes. And I wish that Hulk and Thor up top here were Minimates rather than like character art from the film. But anyways, so as you can see, you got Gladiator, Thor, Hela, Bruce Banner, and Loki. On the sides you have the same, and then here's the back. So let's get this thing open and take a look. Here's just a quick tray shot for you, and for a 4-pack it really doesn't come with all that much. You get an alternate head for Bruce Banner, alternate head for Hela, Thor's hair, and then these 2 little swords for Thor. So we're gonna start up first with the Bruce Banner Minimate, and it's by no means bad, I would say. A little bland as he's just wearing all gray, and he only comes with the alternate hulked up face or transformation Hulk face and a display stand. And I actually think, and here's I guess a full body shot, but I actually think that this Minimate would serve better as like a Taika Waititi Minimate. He's going to be the director for Thor Ragnarok, and I probably just butchered his name. But I don't see much of a resemblance to Mark Ruffalo. Here's the hulked up face. And I have, hold on. Here's the Age of Ultron Bruce Banner just as a comparison. And while the hair's a little bit sloppier, I think this makes for a better Mark Ruffalo than this does. Like I said, this just looks too much like Taika Waititi. And then I also have the Age of Ultron Hulk head, or hulking up head I should say. It's essentially the same thing as this one, except there's a few extra lines in the chin, or in the cheeks to go along with this one. So that's the first Minimate out of the set, and that is Bruce Banner, aka Taika Waititi. Second is a look at Brother Loki. He is wearing, I think the attire that we've seen in the trailer where he's flipping those 2 daggers, and it's a shame that he doesn't actually come with them. I really like the color scheme, and the helmet is very reminiscent of not only his comic book helmet, but also the helmet that he wore in the first Thor, as well as the Avengers. So here's an up-close look at Loki, and I really like the color scheme. I think the green, the contrast of the 2 greens came out really well. Here's a better look at the helmet. There's kind of a likeness to Tom Hiddleston. Not a great likeness, though. Here he is. I'll take the helmet off, and then I'll touch on something with the skin tone real quick. Alright, so here he is without the helmet, and I think there's a better likeness to Tom Hiddleston here. My big gripe, though, is the way the skin looks. To me, and it doesn't really make all that much sense, but when DST like tries to do other skin tones, it tends to seem more like it's just a sticker attached to the helmet or to the face, and I know that's actually what it is, but like just as a comparison, here's Loki from the first Thor movie. There's just a difference in the way that they come out, and I don't know, it bugs me a little bit. But we'll throw Loki's helmets back on and at least get you a comparison of those 2. This one's slightly taller because he's on a stand, so you get more green versus the brown that Loki originally wore. Definitely more of a gold than like whatever this is, kind of a bronze. Here's their capes. So you can see some of the chest, the back plate detailing for the Thor movie Loki versus this one has a full cape. Overall, again, not a bad Minimate. I actually like it more than I thought I would. I think there's definitely more of a likeness than it originally seemed. So there's Loki. Next up here we have Gladiator Thor. This is how Thor is seemingly set to appear in like the second half of the movie, where he fights Hulk, and then him and Team Thor, or the Revengers, as they're now going to be known, are escaping from Sakaar. You can see the helmet as it makes its way back around. There's some pretty good detailing, and I think pretty good likeness to Chris Hemsworth. Although I'm not a fan of this hairpiece, and mostly because they now use that hairpiece on like everybody in the MCU. Thor here, Captain America and Tony Stark both used it in Civil War. Hawkeye has used it in a few of the movies, and it's just, I think it's just too much, you know? Like, switch it up. Personally, if it was the right color, I think that the hair from whether it's first movie, the first Guardians of the Galaxy, or the animated series Star-Lord works a little bit better. I mean, obviously it's not the right color, but I just think that it works better for the way that his hair looked, or is set to look. Or the hair from Hawkeye from the first Avengers, where it's kind of spiky. So let's zoom in here and take a better look at some of these details. So here he is, up close. I'm switching between my camera and my phone. So yeah, I think it's a pretty good likeness to Chris Hemsworth. One thing that I do like is the difference in the thickness of the beard. Like around the bottom, it's a little bit thicker, and then you kind of have like whiskers that grow in on the cheeks. The armor looks really nice. I dig this like tealish blue with whatever that little logo is. He has a cape, some battle armor, a skirt, some straps around his arms. Here's a better look at his two swords. And then one thing of knee armor for some reason, some more straps, and then the cape around back. Throw his helmet on him here. So here's his helmet, and as you can see, it has the same blue as the armor, detailing all the way around. It looks really nice. Interestingly enough, this Thor actually does not include a hammer. And then just as a comparison, here is Thor from the Avengers. And let's focus here real quick, phone. I think I like the likeness on the Ragnarok Thor better. Actually, now that I'm like kind of looking at it, I don't really see Chris Hemsworth in the Avengers Thor at all. And this little thing is crooked. So get out of here. Yeah, this is actually a really decent Minimate. I like this one a lot. He's now become the definitive Thor in my collection. And lastly, we have Hela, who is set to be the main villain for Thor. And I think she looks super dope. That helmet is awesome. I've hesitated to buy any sort of other figures because, I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but I collect like pops, as I think I've shown on this channel. I collect like Marvel Legends and stuff like that, and I've hesitated to buy anything else for her just because Marvel has a villain problem, and their problem is that they're not good at villains. But so far she looks pretty good. I'll zoom in here and I'll show you a better look at her helmet. As you can see, it kind of looks like a spider actually. Like you got the two little mouths or pinchers and then all these different legs and stuff. Also resembles a deer. That's what I originally thought of. So there's her face, and she looks very close to her comic book counterpart. You can see all the different green detailing on her armor. She makes her way back around. Here's her cape. If you were interested in that, you can see some holes in the back, which is kind of weird. So here's a better look at her armor. And here's the Kate Blanchett. Is that her name? the Kate Blanchett head. And I guess it's not bad. Let me switch over to the phone again and we can take a closer look at it. So here's a closer look at the alternate unmasked head. And like I said, I think it does have a pretty good likeness. Here's a better look at the armor. Very reminiscent, actually, of Enchantress. Not from, like, the Suicide Squad movie, but actually from Marvel Comics. I mean, she wears a little bit more green and less black, because this is supposed to be black with green detailing, I believe. But she's still... I can see it in there. And then it makes sense why another character that we'll be looking at is aligned with her. So yeah, I think she looks really good. This is the one figure from the set that I don't have a comparison shot for, because this is our first time seeing her in Minimate form. Yeah, definitely a pretty good Minimate. She does have the same problem that the Loki had, where the skin tone looks kind of printed. And I'm going to point out a few gripes. She doesn't stand back up all the way, because her cape is kind of weird, and then you can't get her head to look up because of her hair. So there's that. Keep that in mind. Other than that, though, very nice. So overall, an awfully decent set. Thor is pretty great. Loki's okay, better than I expected him to be. The Bruce Banner is okay, I guess. Definitely the weakest of the set, just because of lack of detailing and lack of likeness. Hela's awesome as well. I think I'm going to swap around some parts. Maybe like swap the head of the Bruce Banner on from Age of Ultron onto this Bruce Banner. I think that'll just kind of help it out a little bit, even though he's done wearing glasses. But yeah, otherwise, very decent set. I ordered mine through Luke's Toy Store, and you can also do the same using the discount code Couscous at checkout, and you will get 0 off, because it's not actually a discount code. But maybe someday. Here's hoping. Anyways, guys, stay tuned, because I'm going to review the Thor Ragnarok Walgreens sets, and then after that, whenever I eventually do get it in, I will be taking a look at the Iron Fist box set. My plan from now on is to review all Minimates that I receive, as long as they're newer, or new, I should say. So, yeah guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your parents subscribed, and stay tuned for the next video.